Yuri! It's so rude to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah! Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Oh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Ah!
Plop?
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... a cookie?
Okay. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Restitution.
She can't get that word right.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha ha ha. Natsuki! It's so nice of you to hit me in the face with a cookie.
That's so nice.
I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Shout at the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
I have food this time. So good!
And it even just kind of cuts out the show and just so...
What?
It... Whatever. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
Yeah, give me a minute. She's done eating this quick.
I bit my tongue.
Oh, come on.
You're still in at least 5 of my lines.
Alright, fine, you can take this one. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours is really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Bakers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fair enough.
Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off her shoulder.
Mom!
Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. That's number 6, isn't it?
At least.
5.5 maybe, because I didn't read all the way through. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. Since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better I will. Yay! That sounds cool!
7.
Damn it.
I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ryu.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave without Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished the entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's...
Hold on a second.
That is 7 1/4.
I don't count quarters, I just count holes.
That's mean. That's not even fair.
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front of the cover. On the front cover.
alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Holy, that sounds dark. But I like it. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I'm yawning a lot today. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ryu?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just like those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I stepped into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
We open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do?
She is that girl.
I don't really mean to. Sorry.
Clichés. Clichés everywhere.
I mean...
Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book open between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side.
Hey, you can actually see your hand. I'm not sure if it's often when you get to see some part of your body in this game.
I guess you're right. There might be a time when you see my legs, though. Whenever if something gets intimate, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, you wish.
I mean, it's that kind of game, obviously. Granted, there's others that are a lot more. Anyways. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Yeah?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
Call me stupid?
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. I almost sounds like she's calling you slow.
Honestly, she's calling me stupid. She's calling me stupid. You're sure she's not the bitch one?
She's not the bitch one, I promise.
Well, she keeps acting like a cute bitch. I haven't even talked to Natsuki as much, I guess, as other people.
You gotta understand that she's shy and reclusive, so she's a lot like me, which means that she's probably socially awkward, just like me.
But you're not this rude to me or other people.
I try not to be. You haven't seen me talk to other people. Oh god, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, somewhat.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. What's violation? We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. She catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things she says and does. She's like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But Ryu, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Ooh,
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Oh.
Ow.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, this is fine.
This is fine. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. That never works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna forget real quick if you don't just bookmark it. And on top of that, I've been ruining Ryu's voice constantly.
I know who I'm picking first because that's apparently the route I've chosen.
Let's see what you've written. I'm gonna restart that. I'm so annoyed by that. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri shares the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Ryu, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess.
Wow.
It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. 9. Really, I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Yuri nod. Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? I don't think she has any. Yuri doesn't respond to that.
Oh, ouch.
I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Okay. More scrolling.
Pick up on what this poem says.
And so ends episode. No?
Oh, I thought you were gonna start reading. Okay.
And so ends episode 5.